Well, thank you very much for the introduction, Richard. It's great to be here. I think the Food and Drink Federation is a fantastic organisation that does a lot to promote the industry, promote the skills that are needed within the industry. And I have taken a lot of your statistics to heart, and I repeat them regularly, whether I'm around the cabinet table or whether I'm making speeches around the country, because I think we all need to understand just how vital food and farming is to our economy. It represents £100 billion. 1 in 8 people are employed in it. And right across the country, we have success stories. I did a tour of Yorkshire recently. I went to Ilkley Brewery, which is a small brewery in Yorkshire, now exporting right round the world their fantastic Mary Jane beer, which comes from the song from Ilkley Moor Bar Tat. Any Yorkshire people in this room will know. You know, we have Davistow Cheddar in Cornwall, doing a fantastic job, again, of exporting around the world, and we've seen a lot of inward investment. I went to the Nestlé factory. I'm not just saying this because Fiona is here this evening, but to see that factory and to see the level of robotics, the engineering skills, the innovation going in there, that equals any of the other manufacturing sectors and in many ways surpasses them. And one of the messages I'm keen to get across to my colleagues in government and beyond is just how high-tech, how exciting the jobs are that are available for young people to aspire to go into. And I'm working with the FDF and others on a campaign in the new year to talk about the apprenticeships that are available, to talk about the degrees that are available, and inspire people, because I represent a very rural constituency, Southwest Norfolk. We have some fantastic food and farming businesses, some of the most innovative businesses. You can see celery go from being picked straight to being packed, very innovative way. But a lot of young people in the area just don't understand the opportunities that are available on their doorstep. And I think that's one of the things we can work on to communicate just how exciting it is and how world-leading it is. And I recently had an event with some food manufacturers who told me about how they've repatriated their noodle production from China to Hunslet in Leeds, because they can get better value in their production processes doing it in Hunslet. And I think that's really exciting. It does show we're competitive, we're leading edge. We've got all the pressure, as many of you in this room will know, from the retailers, which has made people really step up to the plate in terms of delivering those really exciting and innovative products. And I was over in the CL fair in Paris, the world's largest food fair, and some of our products really are just much more exciting than what's available elsewhere. So I'm very committed to help work with the industry, promote the industry, both to our young people, also to British consumers. We recently launched the Bomfield Report, which is all about getting the public sector looking at more British-based food, and also promoting exports overseas. And one of the things we're going to be doing is putting a food and agriculture specialist in our Beijing embassy to make sure that we're promoting food and drink over there. And we've had some huge success stories in exports. If you look at the dairy industry, we've expanded dairy exports by 60% since 2009. We're now exporting more than 1 billion pints of beer all over the world, including to places like Belgium, which you might think have enough beer already, but they don't have enough British beer. And the British brand is a really important brand, and I think there's been some fantastic work with UKTI, with the GREAT campaign, to really promote the value of our products overseas. And I'm delighted to see that all of the things I'm talking about you're highlighting in your campaign. And I think the more that we can get the industry really speaking out about those opportunities, and one of the things I'm working on is various media outlets. I saw Sky today, I saw the BBC a few weeks ago, and I'm just saying to them, when you do your economic stories, when you talk about growth in the economy, when you talk about research and development, why don't you think of visiting a food manufacturer? Why don't you think of going and looking at those industries? Because they really are producing some of the most exciting techniques, the most cutting-edge technologies that you can showcase, you can show what Britain is doing and what Britain is achieving. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you over the next year or so to really promote those ideas more, because I think we know how exciting those of us who are obsessed with food, and I've confessed to that in the past, those of you who are obsessed with food know how exciting British food is, how far it's come, and what the great potential is. Not enough people in our country fully understand that. And we've got such a proud heritage in food and farming, from Yorkshire, which I mentioned, to Norfolk, right to the southwest, and the fantastic products they do there. And I think that together we can really work to promote that and make this industry even more world-beating. And it's fantastic to be here this evening. Thank you.